What's up, YouTube? So I got asked a retrospective about Josh Gibson, a Negro League catcher who's one of the greatest baseball players ever, played for the home state Grays, and my thoughts and takes. This man was like, it's like a myth almost. It's like when you talk about Satchel Paige, but it's like when you talk about Jack Johnson, it's like when you talk about Jesse Owens, or when you talk about Jim Thorpe, or when you talk about Wilt Chamberlain or Bill Russell. They almost like mythological figures because they're people who were witness to how great they were. However, because of the climate, the unwritten rules where black players weren't allowed to play in Major League Baseball, we never got to see what could have been. And he happened to pass the year that Major League Baseball integrated. He was only 35, and that's such a travesty. This man was called the Black Babe Ruth. I mean, they said he hit the ball out of Yankee Stadium. And I went on a baseball top 10 greatest catchers ever. They only had him second to Johnny Bench. So thinking about where they had him ranked above Yogi Berra and a lot of so-called some prominent baseball catchers, it should tell you how great he was. You wouldn't even understand the totality unless you just, it just was he was a rare kind of talent. And the kind of talent that, um, it was like amazing, when you, um, think about that kind of talent, it just doesn't come across every day. He hit for power. He was strong, agile. Now, they, well, again, when they integrate records, which they've done, he has the highest career batting average for a career 371. And in a season 466. Let that sink in. You know how when a guy even looks like he's going to go for 400, and you think about, I can tell you George Brett, I can tell you Barry Bonds, I can tell you Zaki Ichiro, guys that look like they could, and Tony Gwynn, pure hitters. Ted Williams too, pure hitters. Guys, Rod Carew, guys who get on base, do so much. And to hear that this guy actually put it there was amazing. Now, the home runs for him go as high as 800. Major League Baseball says 171. The Negro League said 166. It's hard to say because it all depends. And he could have been as high as 800 plus. He was that dominant. He stood at 6'1", 210 pounds, strong. The reels and things that I saw of him, he was the real deal. He was the real deal. He was one of those kind of cats that he was the real deal, you know. So it's just amazing that when when you get a chance to kind of like, you're putting things together and you're seeing on things fold, it's kind of amazing how it just, the circumstances are. But it's incredible because he just really exemplified an incredible talent, So he was really that good, that he stood out like that. So, when you see it, you're like, wow, this really did happen. And imagine if you get the opportunity. See, that's the thing I always tell folks. Don't go around thinking that you've seen it all because there's somebody who was an incredible figure that would blow your mind. And Josh Gibson definitely was one of those. So his story is incredible. And you see why he's revered as he is to this day as a baseball catcher and his dominance and great impact. So do some research on him. Watch for what I'm telling you. You'll see how great he was. Please like, subscribe, work on thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like and hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace one time.